has passed a Republican-backed budget proposal by a vote of 51 to 48. The resolution calls for cutting safety net programs and increasing money for the Pentagon. The bill is expected to lead to another vote to repeal the Affordable Care Act and a partisan showdown over spending bills this fall. The House passed the budget last week.
And more street sweeping starting in Burlington, this time in the Hills section of the city. Goes from now until 7 in the morning. The parking ban lights are on. Vehicles will be towed. Free off-street parking available at the Cherry Street, College Street, and South Winooski Avenue garages until 8 in the morning. And we'll get to more of tonight's headlines in a moment. Good evening, I'm George Mallet.
And I'm Stephanie Gorin. But right now we're going to check in with Tom Mester. And Tom, a lot of the news has focused around the Weather Center this week because of all of the burn bans.
Oh, it's been so dry. The wind really pulled back today, which made a huge difference. It doesn't look like wind is going to be a major factor tomorrow. It is going to get warmer around here. And when you kind of put the fires aside for just a minute, we've got some great news. I mean, it's going to be pretty nice out there. We'll start out with some weather headlines here. It is going to become clear and cooler tonight. I say that because we've had some high clouds out there, mainly cirrus clouds. They're going to leave. Lots of sunshine expected and warmer. That's the case over the next 3 days, and we may actually see thunderstorms by the upcoming weekend, believe it or not. All right, Storm Tracker 5000. Here's a quick look at some of those clouds, and you can see how they're diminishing from the north to the south. I think this trend will continue, and boy, we're talking about a lot of sunshine. We'll also be talking about your 5-day forecast plus 2. It's coming up for you in just a few minutes here.
Thanks, Tom. Back to that breaking news now. Vermont State Police continuing their hunt for the man who they say robbed the Northfield Savings Bank in Waitsfield at gunpoint this afternoon. The second armed robbery at the same bank in a week's time. All right, take a look at this frightening video showing a man waving a gun and demanding cash from the teller before fleeing the bank. WPTZ's Robin Estabrook has been following this story since it came into our newsroom earlier tonight. She joins us live now from Waitsfield. Robin, what can you tell us at this hour?
Well, Stephanie, this Northfield Savings Bank was robbed today and also on April 28th, which was exactly 1 week ago. Now, police don't know if these two robberies are related. Tuesday afternoon, an armed man robbed this Northfield Savings Bank on Route 100 in Waitsfield. The same bank was robbed 1 week ago.
We are working on some leads that we have developed, and some physical evidence has been taken. And we are working diligently with the last robbery and this one to see if there are any connections.
This time, police say the person disguised their face, displayed a handgun, and made off with an undisclosed amount of cash. Witnesses say the suspect has a scruffy beard, medium build, and was wearing dark clothes, a winter hat, and tan jacket. Police say the suspect left on foot, but they think he left the area in a car.
A vehicle was seen leaving the area. It was a 4-door Toyota Corolla or Geo Prism Cavalier type of vehicle that was seen leaving the area.
Fortunately, police say no one was injured in the late afternoon holdup.
No one was hurt. It was a relatively quick in and out.
Now, if you have any information about this, you can call the Vermont State Police at the Middlesex Barracks, and that number is 229-9191. Live in Waitsfield, Robin Estabrook, WPTZ News Channel 5.
All right, Robin, thank you for the latest on this breaking story. Remember to stay with us on air and online on our website, WPTZ.com, as well as on our mobile app.
Right now, a rare statewide burn ban remains in effect all across Vermont as wind and dry conditions create a perfect recipe for brush-fueled fires. That wind's died down a bit. Typically in Vermont, though, it's up to the local fire warden or department to issue a burn ban. But for the first time in a decade, the state has issued this all-out no-burn order. As more than 25 wildfires have been reported this season, firefighters say they hope this unique burn ban will register with people.
With the burn ban being in effect right now, I think the Vermont residents need to adhere to that burn ban effect and not be burning stuff outside. Before anybody burns anything, they should call their local fire department, local police department to see if they are allowing burn permits and get a burn permit for that burn.
If you're burning when you can't get a permit, it's probably because the conditions are dangerous, and you know, you're going to have your fire department's going to have to come out. So far this year, there's been several fires that have escaped and burned up, partially burned houses. So.
Now, officials stress that the order is in effect for 2 weeks, but if conditions improve, the ban can obviously be lifted by county.
The National Weather Service this afternoon said at least 6 brush fires were reported today across Vermont. Those fires sparked in Woodford, Brookline, Brandon, Rutland, and Brattleboro. WPTZ's Liz Streffa sent in pictures of the charred landscape in Brattleboro. This stand of trees blackened and the surrounding brush burned away. Today, dozens of firefighters were again on the scene of the brush fire on Melchin Road. Assistant Fire Chief Peter Lynch says it took more than 100 firefighters about 5 hours to contain the 3-alarm fire.
Yesterday we had close to 20 towns in here, and today we have somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 or 9 departments in here working with us.
Lynch hopes firefighters are able to completely put out the fire by tomorrow. And in New York, a burn ban has been in effect since March, and it lasts for another 10 days. It means no open burning for things like yard waste or garbage. New Hampshire, it's dangerously dry as well. The National Weather Service had a red flag warning in place until 8 this evening, and a fire watch warning will be in effect for parts of the state tomorrow.
Well, as our weather warms, many are getting their kayaks and sailboats ready to hit the water. But just because the air is warm, it doesn't mean the water is safe to get in. Already, emergency services officials have rescued people from the water this spring. Just yesterday, in fact, 3 people found themselves on Valcour Island needing firefighters' help. They were all taken to CVPH for treatment. As Emergency Services Director Eric Day explains, although the air may feel warm and comfortable, the water's still crazy cold, so hypothermia remains a concern.
It wasn't too many weeks ago, we still had ice in the lake, and the big body of water takes a while to warm up. You don't get very much time in that water, and your body starts to show the effects of hypothermia, and that can be a real problem.
Guess so, 41 degrees. Wind also can pose a problem. Officials stress that what might seem like a great day here on shore can be dangerous when it comes to turbulence out there on the water.
New at 10, the Lost Shoal mural is one of the only surviving examples in the world of Eastern European synagogue folk art. It's more than 100 years old. And tomorrow morning it makes its way across Burlington to a brand new home. The mural will go from 105 Hyde Street in the Old North End to the Ohave Zedek Synagogue at 188 North Prospect Street. WPTZ's Rachel Kars live in the newsroom tonight with the details. Rachel, this is going to be quite the move.
Yes, Steph, the painstaking move has been years in the making, and after 3 decades behind closed doors, this massive mural will be on its way to its new home, where it'll be put on display. This historic piece of Jewish folk art will be making its way to a new home.
It's incredibly exciting for something like this to be in the light of day again.
For 30 years, the mural depicting the 10 Commandments has been hidden behind the walls of a Burlington apartment, a building that had once been home to Chai Adam, a synagogue built in 1889.
When it was converted to apartment buildings, it was closed up behind a wall, left intact so that one day it could be removed. So that was about 30 years ago. And our archivists have been working to get it out of there ever since.
With the help of careful planning and a crane, the century-old mural will make a less than half-a-mile journey to the Ohave Zedek Synagogue on North Prospect Street. Fundraising for the move started a year and a half ago, efforts that raised more than $400,000.
There'll be a second round of fundraising to do the actual restoration of the piece to its original quality.
Over the years, this one-of-a-kind piece has deteriorated. Once the dust from the move settles, crews plan to begin repair work. Those close to the project say, while albeit a lot of work, it's been a labor of love.
There's a few synagogues in America and other places that have paintings that were done in a similar time period, but nothing of the scope of this and of the quality of this is out there that exists that any of our experts have been able to find.
The mural will be on the move between 9 and 11 tomorrow. Crews have already made way for the art piece to be installed in the synagogue lobby. Live in the newsroom tonight, Rachel Kars, WPTZ News Channel 5.
Thank you, Rachel. Commitment